The landscape of today's society is shifting in profound ways that demand unity, accountability, and progress. Despite his appeal to a particular group of supporters, the approach championed by Trump is increasingly seen as a relic, one that is out of step with the realities of a modern, diverse society. Here's an in-depth look at why this style of leadership is unlikely to stand the test of time. 1. Shifting values and evolving demographics. Across the nation, communities are undergoing significant transformation. With increasing diversity comes a broader set of experiences, cultures, and viewpoints. This evolution isn't just about numbers, it's about values. A growing number of people are embracing ideas of inclusion, social justice, and equality. These aren't abstract concepts, they're rooted in everyday experiences and the desire for a fair society where every individual feels valued. As more people move away from the nostalgia of a bygone era that celebrated exclusivity, there is a noticeable shift in public sentiment. Traditional rhetoric that glorifies an idealized past is increasingly being challenged by a vision of the future that is dynamic and inclusive. This evolving cultural landscape makes it hard for any leadership style based on divisiveness and selective memory to gain lasting traction. The demand now is for policies that address current issues such as economic inequality, healthcare access, and educational opportunities, rather than clinging to an outdated notion of what the country once was. 2. The weight of legal challenges and accountability. In recent years, a series of legal challenges have cast a long shadow over the political career of Trump. These legal battles are not merely political theater, they are a reflection of a broader commitment to the principle that no one should be above the law. In a system that values accountability, repeated legal scrutiny sends a clear message: ethical and legal standards matter. For many, the continual need to defend against legal challenges erodes the image of leadership that dismisses accountability as inconvenience. When a leader faces ongoing investigations and legal entanglements, it undermines public confidence and raises questions about the integrity of their decision-making processes. In an era when citizens demand transparency and fairness, the inability or unwillingness to fully address these legal issues becomes a significant liability. This growing insistence on accountability is not just a legal issue, it's a moral one, reinforcing the idea that leadership must be both ethical and responsible. 3. The pitfalls of economic nationalism. Economic nationalism, with its focus on protectionism and aggressive tariffs, was once touted as a means to safeguard domestic jobs and industries. However, in today's interconnected global economy, such policies often lead to unintended consequences. Protectionist measures can result in higher prices for consumers, disruptions in supply chains, and strained relationships with essential trading partners. Every time tariffs drive up the cost of everyday goods, the impact is felt at the local level, by families budgeting more tightly, by small businesses struggling to compete, and by workers who see no clear benefit despite the promises of prosperity. The idea of isolating the economy might seem appealing as a short-term solution, but history shows that long-term success depends on cooperation and innovation. The modern economic landscape thrives on global collaboration, technological advancement, and diversified markets. When a country turns inward, it risks losing its competitive edge and alienating the very consumers it aims to protect. 4. The demand for authentic, unifying leadership. At its heart, effective leadership is about trust, about connecting with people on a genuine level and building bridges rather than walls. Today's citizens increasingly seek leaders who can listen, empathize, and bring communities together. The divisive style associated with Trump not only isolates parts of the population, but also undermines the spirit of collaboration that is essential for tackling complex challenges. There is a growing call for leadership that moves beyond simple slogans and partisan rhetoric. People want leaders who can engage in honest dialogue, who are willing to acknowledge mistakes, and who work tirelessly to find common ground. This type of leadership is not just about managing policies, it's about restoring faith in the political process and ensuring that every voice, even those that disagree, is heard. When leadership becomes synonymous with division and exclusivity, it risks alienating a broad swath of the population and hindering progress on issues that require collective action. 5. The road ahead, rebuilding a united future. While the challenges of divisive politics are clear, there's also a growing movement toward positive change. Across communities, new voices and fresh ideas are emerging. Voices that call for genuine accountability, inclusivity, and collaborative governance. This is not just about rejecting old methods, it's about reimagining a future where every citizen plays a role in building a more united society. A renewed focus on common ground in towns and cities across the nation, people are coming together to address shared challenges. Whether it's working on local initiatives to improve education and healthcare, or engaging in community dialogues about economic opportunity, there's a clear desire to bridge divides. These efforts highlight a simple truth. When communities focus on what they have in common rather than what separates them, real progress is possible, embracing innovative policy solutions. The future of governance lies in policies that meet the needs of a diverse modern society. Imagine investing in renewable energy to create sustainable jobs, modernizing infrastructure to support future growth, and designing economic strategies that lift up every community, not just a select few. This kind of forward-thinking policy is a far cry from the protectionist measures and nostalgic promises of the past. It's about creating opportunities today and for generations to come. Leadership that listens and adapts. At the heart of this movement is a call for leaders who are more than just figureheads. Genuine leadership is built on listening, really hearing what people are saying, understanding their struggles, and being willing to adapt and change. It means acknowledging past mistakes and working tirelessly to forge new paths that include everyone. Such leadership can restore public trust and build a legacy of fairness, empathy, and shared prosperity. The evidence is clear. The era defined by divisive, nostalgia-driven politics is giving way to a new vision, one that prioritizes unity, accountability, and progress. The outdated vision that Trump champions, with its emphasis on an exclusive past and a heavy-handed approach to power, no longer aligns with the values of today's society. As communities evolve and the demand for ethical, inclusive leadership grows stronger, the path forward is unmistakable. Success in the modern era won't be measured by the ability to stir controversy, but by the capacity to bring people together, solve real problems, and build a future that works for everyone. This isn't just a political shift, it's a societal transformation. The journey ahead promises a future where every voice matters, every story is valued, and leadership is defined by its commitment to the collective good. The move away from divisiveness is well underway, lighting the path toward a more united, thoughtful, and resilient society.